So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And this is now today's
This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
So it's down to business here. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, it's going to be hard to overlook the creative input of this guy, Mohamed Kudus. I'm not sure what his exact role will be, but for me, he's at his best as a central playmaker. Just dropping that little bit deeper, getting on the ball and linking everything up.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Kukurea. Achiampong.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
And it's James. For Pedro Neto. Fernandez. For Pedro Neto. And it's James. And it's Caicedo. And he's forced to go back. And that has left him in a heap. James. And Caicedo. Achiampong. And Chalobah. Back to the keeper it goes. Kukurea. And Garnacho. Fernandez. And it's Achiampong. And it's Achiampong. Now James. João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. Chelsea appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Distributed tidily. Now it's Kolo Muani. Oh, he's found support out wide. Xavi Simons gets into a good position. Kukurea. And Garnacho. João Pedro. He's good running with the ball. Kukurea. And it's Fernandez. Opts for safety. Caicedo. Now James. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's Fernandes. Chalobah. Now James.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Chalobah. And it's Cucurella. And Fernandes. Guyu. And Garnacho. Johnson absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Colomwani. Colomwani! Garnacho. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Johnson. Can he finish? Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. Picked out and a shot! Cucurella. And it's Fernandes. Fernandes. And it's Achiampong. For Pedro Neto. Guyu. And it's James. Guyu. Joao Pedro. Bentancur gets a foot in here. Xavi Simons picks it up out wide. Colomwani. Oh, smash it! Oh, off the bar! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Cucurella. Chance for a shot! In for the pieces! It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
After 27 minutes is number 7, Xavi Simons.
Tottenham have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Caicedo. Chelsea are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Chalobah.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Caicedo. And Fernandes. Garnacho. Half an hour played now. And it's Caicedo. James. Guiu. And that was very necessary. Pedro Neto. That is good strength. And it's Caicedo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedro Porro. He won't be happy with that one. Garnacho. Guiu. Now it's João Pedro. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Delivers the ball. Terrific header! And he's opted for the long pass. And now they can spring out of defence. João Pedro. Pedro Neto.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Fernandes. And it's James. Played back into the centre. For Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Opts for safety. And it's James. And Fernandes. Achiampong. Spread out to the left. Bentancur. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Into the channel. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pedro Neto. Spread it left. Garnacho. He's had a shot! And somehow it stayed out. Spence. There will be a throw-in. And he's forced to go back. It's played through for him. He is through here! He rises! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Garnacho. And it's Fernandes. Now James. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. And it's Fernandes.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's James. Fernandes. Opts for safety. And Garnacho. That's a promising position. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Please welcome our players to the field.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. There's the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage, be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
João Pedro. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Porro. Kudus climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really...
Oh no, what has happened here? That's a throw. James. Pedro Neto. And it's James. And Chalobah. Caicedo. And it's Cucurella. And Garnacho. Fernandez. And Caicedo. João Pedro. And it's Cucurella. Garnacho. Shot could be... Can he finish? João Palhinha. It's Bentancur.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Fernandez. And it's James. Pedro Neto. And it's Caicedo. Out to the left it goes. Garnacho. Pedro Neto. Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Cleared without complication. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. João Pedro. Fernandez. João Pedro. And it's Fernandez. And Caicedo. James. Pedro Neto. And Fernandez. And it's Cucurella. And Caicedo. Great chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Pedro Neto. Nicely spread. That is lovely. Garnacho. Caicedo. James receives it in a wide position. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Coming on to replace him is number 40.
Cucurella does well to get it back. He's looking wide. That's been slipped through. And he was alert to it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Buonanotte. Played out to the right. Chelsea do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's tried one!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Out towards the flank. Nice interception, well timed. That'll be a throw-in. Brennan Johnson. Fernandez. Achiampong. And it's Cucurella. Buonanotte. And Caicedo. Fernandez. And Garnacho. And it's Fernandez. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Colomwani. Fernandez. Buonanotte. It's a threatening, decent chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
João Pedro is offering a wry smile there.
Has a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Fernandez. Buonanotte. Caicedo. Cucurella. And it's Achiampong. And Chalobah. Achiampong. And it's Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. Fernandez. Caicedo. 75 minutes played. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Fernandez. And shifted it to the flank. Now it's Garnacho. Oh, nice touch. Backward it goes. He's gone for goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's picked it up out wide, pulls it back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Buonanotte. He's in space and looking for options. Pedro Neto. Shoots! Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Substitution on the field. Number 49, Garnacho. Coming on the field is number 11.
Hit into the middle.
Gittens.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. It's a good show of persistence, this. If they manage an equaliser, it'll be a great show.
Now it's Colomwani. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's having a shot! And it's in! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 7, Javi Simon.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Chalobah.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
The most accurate pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Now it's Pedro. And a chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Chelsea have their third corner. It's a mighty effort! And he's there to belt it away. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Substitution on the field, number 20, João Pedro. Coming on to replace him is number 9.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. Bino Gittins. Liam Talat. Out to the right. Now it's Pedro Neto. And he shoots! Oh, he's hit the bar! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
So their fourth corner of the game. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Buonanotte. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Played out towards the right wing. Pedro Neto. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Pedro Neto plays it short. James gets flagged offside. Spence. Van de Ven. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these